everyone, I'm Dr. Stephanie Sarkis. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how narcissists, gaslighters deal with rejection. They really don't deal with rejection. They tend to burn everything down to the ground, metaphorically, sometimes literally. So what happens is when you have a narcissist gaslighter that feels some sense of rejection, which may not be what rejection looks like to the rest of us. That could be anything from saying something that you don't like the color shirt they're wearing, or it could be anything from possibly, not getting reelected. You will see that there is a real kind of break that there turns into a process that there's no real way of stopping by rational means, meaning that you will see someone that will burn every bridge they have. They will, if they're at a company, they will drive the company into bankruptcy. They really don't care at that point because they expect loyalty from everyone, but they don't give it in return. So if they feel someone's been disloyal, they will cut them off, especially if it's on a large scale. They will do whatever they can to make it so that no one's happy. If they're not happy, no one's happy. So, and then you have people enable them. So you can have people that will continue to allow them to have this behavior. And sometimes there's also parameters in place that you feel helpless because there's not much you can do from where you're at. In that case, the best thing to do is protect yourself, practice really good self-care, because this person really does not care about how you feel, how anyone else feels. They're really in it for them. And if they can't get what they want, they're going to destroy everything in their path to get it. So if there aren't any guardrails in place, like in a business where you have guardrails as far as legalities and you have other processes in place where this person's watched, if those aren't in place, there can be some pretty disastrous results. So it's really important that we encourage people to practice good boundaries and to put parameters on this person. If you're not able to, someone needs to. You may see an exacerbation of this behavior finally until the narcissist or gaslighter undoes themselves, meaning that eventually they will sabotage themselves and they don't really realize it. They just want to make anyone hurt, and so they actually wind up hurting themselves. So usually narcissists, gaslighters, they trip themselves up in the end because they think that they're trying to get back at everybody, but it's actually coming back on them. So if you're feeling a sense of feeling out of control because a gaslighter's feel wronged and you feel like you're the center of their punishment, quote unquote, or if you feel like they are trying to destroy your career or your life, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to punish you. And again, that's not justified, because what we would see as, hey, this didn't work out for us, let's move on. Gaslighters see it as a narcissistic injury, and they act out narcissistic rage, because narcissist gaslighters have this bottomless pit of need. And if that need isn't met, they lash out. So again, it's really important that we don't enable the gaslighter. We don't give them what they need, which is more attention. We need to ignore when we can, and also set really firm boundaries. And also know that if you feel like this is beyond your control and you're just watching this like on the global stage, that it's really important that we try to help in ways that we can, which means stopping voter suppression, encouraging democratic vote, meaning that encouraging the fair voting process that's afforded in the Constitution. So those are the things that we can do to feel like we have a sense of control over what's going on. You also want to shut off the news. You watch it in small, if you want to watch it in small bits, or just read articles, because again, if we're exposing ourselves to that over and over again, it is important to know what's going on, but we can kind of overdo it. Because we are drawn to learning about this because it is so out of the norm. But also understand that we are getting traumatized by watching it. So again, we try to help the ways that we can help to foster healthy behavior. We practice really good self-care, and also realize that a lot of things are just out of our control, unfortunately. So just do what you can to take care of yourself. See what avenues you have to promote healthy relationships, healthy boundaries, and know that the gaslighter eventually just burns themselves out.